There's no better way to capture an event than by renting one of our GoPros. The nice thing about a GoPro is they're nice and durable, and they've got a good range of different activities and things that they can film. So let's dive in and we'll show you some of the features. Now the first thing to know about the GoPro is there's 3 different types of backdoor housings, and you'll want to plan to get the right housing for your event. The housing that's on it right now captures great audio, and it's open here on the back, so that means it's not waterproof, it's not sandproof, it's not weatherproof, but it's great for capturing the best audio. Now to change out the back door, you open it all the way and then just kind of pull it off that way. The next housing is the waterproof housing. This is good for scuba diving, snorkeling, a day at the beach type of deal. So again, put it in the full open position, push it on, and then it snaps on. Now with this housing on, the big disadvantage to this housing is the audio barely comes through. It's mainly muffled. Don't plan on it for audio type of activities. And then the last type of housing is a membrane housing. The membrane housing adds some weatherproofing, but it's not waterproof. So this is good for out on the beach to keep it out of the sand. It's good for windy weather, that sort of thing, but again, not waterproof. The advantage of this housing is you can still use the touch screen. It's just kind of a membrane so that you can still use the touch screen functionality of the GoPro. Now the GoPro can come out of the housing, which you'll need to pull it out to change batteries or to put in a memory card, that sort of thing. So just loosen the back door and then it pops out here. Now you've got a power button on the front, you've got your capture button on top, and then you've got a settings button on the side, and each of those buttons do each of those plus more functionality with each button. Your touchscreen, of course, is on the back, and then on the side here is your little access cubby. This is your charging port, this is where your memory card goes, and also an HDMI output for a TV. And then on the bottom is the little drawer for the battery compartment. Now the next thing you want to learn are the different modes that the camera can do. First, let's turn it on by pressing and holding the front button until it beeps. And then on the back here, the GoPro will display the mode that you're in right here. So right now it's saying 1080/60/wide. That's your video format. And you can see in the upper left-hand corner is a little video icon. Now that same front power button, if I push it again, goes to a 12 megapixel wide, and it shows a camera up here in the top corner. This is for still photos with some different settings that we'll get into. If we push it again, we now have our time-lapse photo setting. You can see the picture icon up here and a 12 megapixel wide, and it's showing your time-lapse setting. Then if you push it again, we get into our playback, which is where you can view the different files or photos that you've recorded. Push it again and you have your setup menu. Now inside each of the modes, you can use the settings button on the side to set the settings for that mode. So here I'm at the time-lapse setting, and if I push the settings button, now I have all, that's how you unlock the screen. Now you have all the settings that are applicable to that time-lapse setting. And the same thing goes for all of the different modes. Now when you're ready to capture something, you would use the top capture button to begin. And now you can see we've got a flashing red light, my camera's turned red, and so now I'm videotaping. And to end capture, again, you'd press the same button and it stores that video clip. Now one of the great features of the GoPro is being able to use the mobile app with it. So the mobile app you can download on any device and connect to the camera wirelessly. To do that, we're going to go to the setup menu and turn the wireless on. The wireless is what allows it to connect to the mobile app. The wireless by default is named Planet Rentals, and the password is just password, all lowercase. Once you're connected, then you can pull off the video files from the camera right onto your mobile device, or you can see a live view of what your camera is currently seeing. The reason it's nice to see a live view is if you're trying to get a photo shot with lots of people in it, or if you're using something like a chest mount or head mount where you need to see through your mobile phone where the camera is aiming. Now there are several mounts that we have that you can use while you have the camera. This is just the selfie stick mount, and then all of the mounts have just this screw here that you undo, and then the camera comes off from the mount and can attach to some of the others. So this is a floating handle mount. This is something that's good for while you're scuba diving or snorkeling to hold the camera, and if you were to accidentally drop it, it just floats up to the top. You've got a suction mount that's good for vehicles, a handlebar mount, a head strap, or a chest strap mount that you can use, very popular for bungee jumping. Now these different mounts, you'll want to be prepared and knowing which one you need and want for the different events that you're going to be doing while you're on your trip. Now we do include a couple batteries with the GoPro and a charger to keep those batteries charged up. And then we also do include a 32 gigabyte memory card for you to capture your videos and photos on. Now do plan on getting those photos and files taken off the memory card. We have a couple adapters that we include with it that you can do through a computer, or again you can connect using the app, using the wireless setting in the camera to pull those files off. We sure hope that you enjoy our GoPro and that it really helps add to the memories of your trip.